All right. What is up? Let's go again on the 15-minute auto pairing. Let's play Caro-Kann. Let's mix it up a little, play something different. I've played 1e5 quite a bit. Okay. Knight f3. Now knight c3. We're taking on d5. Either way. So we're back on the 15-minute auto pairing on ICC. Playing somebody really low rated. Yeah, that happens sometimes. There's just simply not a whole lot of people playing on the 15-minute auto pairing. So occasionally you get a wide range, sometimes really high, sometimes a bit lower than usual. But okay, you never know. Let's quickly check the stats. How many? 19 over 1,915 minute games played. That is quite a bit. It's a lot of games. Okay. You know what I find really curious is how many people take, this internet chess so seriously, right? A couple hours ago I was playing whatchamacallit, Bullet here on ICC just for fun, off recording, and I got paired with an IM who, yeah, I played the King's Gambit, and I already know it was a really bad line, but, it's very tricky, and, okay, midway through the bullet game, the IM types in, Patzer midway through, and I just was like, what? I mean, we're playing a bullet game, right? I can play, whatever I want. You can play 1h4 in bullet. I don't know. Some people just really taking this to extremes. Okay, anyways, I don't know. I guess I feel like titled players should have a bit more, I don't know, kindness, and I can understand that bullet is not something to take seriously. I don't know. Okay, I'll save you my drama stories for later. Anyways, we have a game to play. So we've played the Caro-Kann. I'm playing just a very solid setup. Um, I could play anything. I'm going to bishop d7. Yeah, I played this really passively, but it seems very solid and reliable. Okay. So obviously I'm threatening knight takes e5 here. Okay. So what to do here? My long-term plan is to play bishop e7, castle short, and then either probably rook f to c8, and then go for a minority attack here. Assuming white plays c3 to support his pawn on d4, then I'll go for a minority attack with a6, b5, a5, b4. Yep, here it is. Okay, so in the long term I want to play a6, b5, a5, and again go for that minority attack. I can also play bishop d6 here, but I just like bishop e7. Keep it really solid, and go for that. Of course, white is very solid here himself. Has a long-term plan of maybe playing knight to d2, knight to f3, knight to e5, and try to occupy that square. So it's not all sunshine and roses for black, but okay, it's a very simple plan in a very solid position. Very solid pawn structure. All right. There's actually other ways of playing against this c takes d5 stuff, but I like the simple and solid approach. You can actually mix and match different lines, but okay. This is one of my yeah, it's just a very simple setup to play, going for the minority attack. But okay, so I don't know what white is thinking about
Friend
here.
departed.
f4, okay, that's very aggressive. And now I'm really tempted to play knight e4 here. Really, really tempted. Knight e4 and f5 to completely lock down the center and f file. Hmm. Okay, but f5, you can't play that immediately. Okay, but, knight e4, it's probably the way to go, though, right? Knight e4, and then f5. Okay. Yeah. Briefly considering a6 here to ask the bishop a question. White hasn't gotten his pieces out. I'm ahead in development. So knight e4 just seems very solid, right? Very, very solid. With f5 coming. So my idea is knight e4, knight d2, and f5. Knight takes e4, f takes e4. Or d takes e4. Either way, they're both interesting. Yeah, you know what? I can't resist. This is a very simple concept, right? Just blocking the heading right into the center and preparing f5 to secure my knight there. I spent way too much time on that move. I should have just played it. Okay. So now maybe not the minority attack. We'll see. Okay, so he's playing bishop d3. Yeah, I really don't. Okay, you've already developed this piece. You should get your other pieces out. But okay, he wants to obviously he wants to challenge that knight. But now f5 comes, and you're not going to play f5 yourself. And okay, you're still really underdeveloped. And now I'm getting kind of I'm getting a little frisky here, right? I'm getting like those party ideas. Those like the monster in my head is coming out and wants me to castle long, right? Do you ever get those moments where just something comes over you, something in your head says, go into crazy town and castle long and throw all your pawns at the enemy king? Does that ever happen to anybody else, maybe? No, but seriously, castling long and h6 and g5 is not totally crazy. Okay, it's pretty crazy, right? I should just castle short. Yeah. Still, the minority attack is, very well in the position. If I'm castling short, I think it's important to take on e4, assuming white captures there with the d-pawn. Yeah. But this seems absolutely fine for me, right? Just very solid. Okay, so knight to d2 played. Alright. Knight to d2. So yeah, very normal development by white. So he's either intending to take on e4 with the knight, or play knight f3 to e5, which is more makes more sense to me. Alright, so I'm just going to castle. I'm not going to castle long. This is not bullet, and it probably wouldn't be good in bullet either, but okay. Yep, so here it comes. So what do I want to play here? Do I want to play rook fc8 and try that? Okay, if he ever plays knight to e5, I'm just going to take it, right? Simple chess. Maybe rook a to b8, preparing b5 could be an idea. Yeah, I like this move. Let's play a bit quicker too. I don't want to get low on the clock. So rook a to b8 and preparing b5, going for the minority attack. Yeah, that's a drinking game right there. How many times I say minority attack in this video? Okay, 95. All right, this needs to go. Simple enough. Alright, he's taking like that, which is curious. Okay. So now, b5, or what? I can also play, the alternative is what I'm considering is rook f to c8. Also makes sense. But okay, if I don't play b5 here, there might be a4 to consider for white. So b5 takes, and then d takes, of course. Uh-huh. Very tricky. Alright. So let's play b5 as planned. And then rook f to c8 and b4 and go after the queen side. I'm not really sure what white's plan is here. What's he intending to do? There's no king side attack here that I can see. I think he should grab the knight now. I mean, that knight is really hard to deal with. But okay, white is still very solid. You know, he has the bishop pair. Okay, yeah, not anymore. So I'm going to take with the d pawn. I don't want to open up the f file. And now, alright, now I really want to get b4 in and target those pawns. Probably rook f to c8 first to get my last piece on the queen side going. Yeah, okay. Just preparing b4. The real point here is, what if queen to b3? How am I responding to that? Queen b3. Queen b3 with the idea of meeting b4 with c4. Okay, so queen b3, maybe I can consider a5 there. Okay, so he's stopping b4 like that. Okay, that makes sense. But a5 now, I'm going to be getting b4 in. I'm going to force the issue. And now, another added idea here is that queen to d5 gains in strength because there's no queen to b3 to challenge it. So queen to d5 is definitely an idea. And I could just take my time on the queen side and slowly prepare that minority attack. All of black's, not black's, all of white's pawns on the queen side are on dark squares, which favors me, as white's bishop is not very, is not as active and has to play defense. And I could just slowly prepare b4, as mentioned. An idea could be rook c4 even, or just rook to b7 and double up on the b file. There's all sorts of setups I can choose from here. And I could choose based on the situation. Okay, g4, that's really lashing out. But maybe it's not a bad idea. Okay. It is a bit crazy though. But okay, it makes sense. White is trying to get play there. Okay, I have to be careful, of course. What about, okay, b4 takes on f5, takes back. Still tricky. Is b4 opening it up in favor for me? That's a good question. Interesting. Okay, so hypothetically, if I don't play b4 here, what am I going to play? An idea that comes out of my head is g6, and then take with the g pawn and try to play on the king side. But come on, b4 is good for me, right? It's just good for me. Come on. There's no point in slowing down what I've prepared. Why switch plans? g4 is just trying to, create some confusion as well, It's not really stopping b4. And g4, of course, is also weakening to the white king. Yeah, I like b4. Just continue with the normal plan. Okay. So yeah. So A takes B4, A takes B4. Okay, at least then white has the A file, but I'm crashing through on the queen side. Yep. And my rooks are perfectly placed. And if I can generate some play where I'm getting real threats on the queen side, then G4 just proves to be a weakening move and nothing more. Okay, so yeah, I actually had a game like this in an over-the-board game in a tournament years ago. I vaguely remember a situation like this. Hmm. Okay. Okay, I need to take. There's not much to think about. And now bishop b4, right? Bishop b4. Yeah. Got to get rid of the glue here. Also getting rid of minor pieces. Okay. Um, yeah, this bishop simply needs to go. It's blocking up all the play on the queen side for me. Okay. Alright, so this needs to go. Alright, so he takes with the pawn. And now, okay, rook b2 is an idea. Interesting. Hmm. What to do? Rook to b2, rook to c2. I mean, even that is really good. It's really a matter of what's best here. See, the real tricky part here is that after taking on f5 and I take back, there is passed pawns here to deal with. So, maybe g6 here. Is that... yeah. Don't really like it. Let's get my rook active. Queen to a7 is an idea to a2. Or rook, of course, to a8 and up. Okay, so he wants to trade that rook. That surprises me. Okay, so now that I take, or after I take, his king is a bit more exposed. Okay, I like this. This is good. And then I even have, whatchamacallit, f4 here. I didn't have that a move ago. That's good. Yeah. Yeah, and then if I could get g5 in, then I'm pretty much strategically winning. If I could play g5 right now, right in this position, if it was my move, I think g5 would just be a strategical crush with those pawns. Yeah, rook f2 really surprised me. I thought rook to c2, and I would have probably either, maybe queen b7 there. I don't know. Okay, queen there. Queen d5 though. Queen d5. c4 is met by queen takes d4 with check. And now rook to a8 gains in strength because I'm threatening, or maybe not threatening, but rook to a2 is supported. Yeah, this should be pretty good with the protected pass pawns. Protected connected pass pawns. Protected connected pass pawns. Yeah, that's kind of a fun word to say. Connected protected pass pawns. Only in chess would you find lingo like that, right? Okay. Hmm. Yeah, very tricky now for White to solve his problems. Yeah, now G4 is just weak, and those passers are very strong. I'll play, yeah, I have a couple choices. Probably G5 next move if I could get the chance. I don't want to push my pawns so quickly. I don't want to push F4 or E4. Just want to keep them there and then push them when it's strongest. Okay, yeah, but now I have D4 hanging. All right.
Check.
And then now I can start looking for wins. E2. If I play E2, um, should be good. E2, queen somewhere, queen to D3 check. Or whatever. I don't know what's best. Probably just F3, right? Hmm. What's the quickest win? F3 seems... I'm trying to find a direct win here. F3, queen to C2 I think is best. Hmm. It's not really clear cut. F3. Hmm. I mean, at the very least, I could take E5 after E3 or right now. I don't know. F3 seems pretty good. Probably seems that just seems very strong. I can also play G5 and just keep the pawns there, but F3 seems like a just a very strong move. Concretely here, one idea could be Queen C2, Rook B8, with the idea of going Rook on B2. I mean, what am I saying? I mean, a lot of moves win after this. Even E3, which I'm only noticing now for some reason. Yeah, E3, if allowed, should be good enough. Just getting my pawns on the third rank are usually yeah, very very good. Okay, so E3 here, or anything better? Nah, come on, E3 is just winning, right? With E2 threatened. E2 Okay, but now I have this one.
Check.
Winning material. Um Probably a lot of things win here. But just
Check.
grab here, I guess. Even this one
Check.
will get me another queen.
White resigns.
Yeah, after king e2 takes after king e2 I can take the queen and yeah. King e2 takes and then f1 new queen and game over. So yeah, that was actually a pretty decent game I think. Yeah, I sometimes the Caro-Kann has been a somewhat stable part of my repertoire for a little while. You'd never really see me play it because it's absolutely, you just don't win quick necessarily in those like chess cube tournament videos, but I do enjoy the Caro-Kann from time to time, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, this is DGL or Dills Gambit Live signing off for now. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a wonderful day. Peace.